Hey guys, it's Dragon Rockstar here, and I want to say hello and sorry that it took so long for me to upload a video. I've been extremely busy with work and other situations that have occurred. Today I'm coming with you my Lightsworn deck again, 60 card, but this is a turbo block dragon version. It can extremely get block dragon it as fast as possible on the board. It's more consistent, and it has more ways to get cards to the graveyard. I'll cut back on a few cards. There's a few cards that I cut out, a few cards I put in. Um, yeah, it's a pretty consistent deck. There's nothing else to say about it. I tried it out for the past couple of weeks at card shops and other things of that nature. My friends, hanging out with them. It is very, very consistent and it really, really runs smoothly. What I also want to do is give out a shout out to Alistair K-Name. He's the one that gave me the idea of running Punishment Dragon. I want to give a shout out to him. And then I also want to give a shout out to, give me a second, I gotta find him real quick. Antonio Zaccarello. Sorry if I butchered both of you guys' names wrong. I want to give a shout out to both of you guys. Both of you guys gave me some good ideas to run and some good ideas to test out for the decks. Sadly, I took out Punishment Dragon. For this deck, it's a different deck. I do run Punishment Dragon in my other build. I will be uploading a video on that as well. I'll be trying to upload at least 3 videos this week to sum up from the days I missed. If I'm not able to, I'm sorry. It's, like I said, I've been working a lot lately and been trying to get a little bit more money here and there so I could get up these products that I want to open up on the channel to show whether or not it's good or not. But enough about all that. You're here to see this profile, so let's go ahead and get started on this. X deck, side deck, and main deck. I do side deck a few different cards than I usually do, but yeah. I'm sorry if I sound a little weird. My voice has been messing up here and there lately, but yeah, and I'm also trying to be a little quiet. So let's go ahead and get started. For like the only boss monster I really play is 2 Chaos Dragon Levianeers. I'm trying to get me a third one real fast. I think a third one would be very, very powerful in this deck. But other than that, 2 so far has been working out here and there pretty well. Most often you don't really want to see them. You just, yeah, you don't really want to see them. You mainly want to search them a lot more. If you do see them, you still got a way to combo off. So yeah, he's the very, very powerful big stick. Or beat stick, if you want to call it that way. For Lightsworns, I cut down on Lightsworns a little bit. I run double Raiden and triple Wulf. That's all Lightsworns. I won't really consider this probably being a Lightsworn deck because I do run a small amount of Lightsworns. If I was running more than like 9 or more than 6 Lightsworns or more than 9 Lightsworns, this would be more considered as a Lightsworn deck. Since I cut down the Felices was more of a cloggy card in your hand. Usually it becomes a dead card in your hand, even though you don't. Usually you might have Solar Recharge in your hand and stuff like that. I didn't really want to play Felice, but overall these guys did pull off pretty well. Raiden's your second best normal summon in the deck. I pretty much said that a lot, but it's the truth. You don't ever want to see them in your hand. You mainly want to search them to go off more combos. But let's go ahead. For the plan engine, triple Lonefire Blossom, triple Predaplant over Scorpio, the 1 Cobra. These are pretty much the generic plant monsters of the deck. This is your, by far, the best normal summon on the deck, and then you also have your 1 little glow-up bulb. Lonefire Blossom is the best normal summon on the deck. If you can't get Lonefire Blossom and you have this, then you have your combo. So either of these two basically is your combo. You need those in your hand as fast as possible. Cobra is just the brick of the deck, and then Glow Ball it's useful here and there. Glow Ball you mainly might end up using for more of link plays, but other than that, this is pretty powerful as a deck. There's no comment on this. This is the best plan engine in the deck, and by far the game. For the clowns, I do play 1 damage juggler, double hat tricker, and then 1 trick clown. Now I boosted up hat tricker to 2. I am running a block dragon engine in here, so I needed a more consistency of having a couple more earths in my graveyard. So hat tricker is pretty busted. There's been actually I won a game with just hat tricker alone. If it wasn't because of hat tricker, how I can summon it, my opponent would have won. So I'm glad that I had hat tricker at the time. I was playing against, I think it was Orhrys. They had just Gigantes on the board with the Orhrys trap card. I special summoned Hat Tricker. He negated the Hat Tricker to be summoned, and I only had 2 cards in my hand, which was Lonefire Blossom and I had Destiny or Malicious in my hand. So I did Lonefire Blossom. He regretted his decision. Lonefire Blossom, Destiny for Predaplant for Scorpio, and then discard Destiny or Malicious, and then went off. So this baited out his negate, which was really awesome. So I'm glad I played Hat Tricker at that. Yeah, I know, it's a little weird. I didn't expect it either. For the little baby dragons, I run 1 collapserpent, 1 Wyverburster, self-explanatory. They're both at 1, so I still play them no matter what. It's self-explanatory. You have more ways to get them in the graveyard, and more ways to get stuff in the graveyard for you to banish off for their effects. And then you go with the spicy tech. I run triple Block Dragon, triple Gigantes, 1 Fossil Dyna. I have to raise this up here. 1 Giant Rex, and then 1 Revival Golem. Now, those of you that probably don't know what Revival Golem does, I played one recently in a couple other decks beforehand. What Revival Golem does is if it's sent to the graveyard, you either add it to your hand for discard fodder, or you can special summon it to your side of the board, so it's self-explanatory. I play Fossil Dino because Black Dragon could search out Fossil Dino, which was really, I didn't expect and didn't think of in the past. So yeah, and then Gigantes is basically the other monster that allows you to banish a rock monster from the graveyard, or a earth monster, I mean, from the graveyard just to go off. And then Giant Rex is just Giant Rex. He's just in here because I also played the 1 spell card to banish him too, so it's many other ways. So far, I think this whole engine is pretty perfect for me. I do mill. Sometimes I'll end up milling Fossil Dino, Gigantes, but every time you mill Block Dragon, you have combo. So, and those of you that probably don't even know, Revival Golem is also rock, so you can basically search him out too. So this whole engine is perfect for this type of deck. For combo heavy variant, since this is very combo heavy, I play triple Destiny or Malicious. It's self-explanatory. Malicious is broken. Malicious is just Malicious. For the 1-ups, 1 Jet Synchron, 1 Spore. For the IB combo, I do play World Chalice Guardragon, and then I do play Omar Dragon Brotaur. Brotaur is good. Helps you search out Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So these are all pretty powerful as it is. For the remaining of the monsters, I do play the 1 Destrudo. Destrudo is pretty good. You don't really go out as often. You don't really ever need him. Sometimes you mainly use him for link plays more than synchro plays, but whenever you do go off for synchros, you mainly probably end up bringing out F8 on Raxter. But other than that, it's pretty broken as it is. Like, you don't really use him much about that. The 1 Blackwing Zephyros the Leak. Sometimes you'll have a dead card on your side of the board you need to get rid of, so you can go for more link plays. I do play the 1, if I could say his name right, C. Archiver. I don't know if I pronounced his name right. I mainly use him because once you special summon a monster to a link zone, monster to a zone a link monster points to, his effect will go off, which makes him able to special summon. It's pretty broken. Plus, I'll end up using him for more of like turbo plays, so just in case if I don't have any cards in the graveyard and he happens to be my only card in the graveyard because I milled a lot of spells or something like that. I'll try to get as many monsters as possible as on the board, then link away, and then just go off. Like, he's pretty good. And then you got the 1 Garnet, because I still play Brilliant Fusion, and I won't give up Brilliant Fusion. For the spell cards, triple Charge Light Brigade, self-explanatory. I am playing a Lightsworn deck, or somewhat of a Lightsworn deck. I do like the mill. So this helps me get some more cards in the graveyard. Then, on top of that, I only play 2 Solar Recharges. The only reason why I play 2 Solar Recharges is because you only play a total of 5 Lightsworns, so really you're not really going to see those Lightsworns as much as often. But when you do, which is usually the Wulf or the Raiden, because if you get 2 of these in your hand, you basically can get off a lot more cards and get more cards in your hand. So this right here just allows you to combo off and get more cards in the graveyard as well as more cards in your hand. So since this is a combo heavy deck, I do play triple Call by the Graves. This is only if you're going first, just in case if you're going first or second sometimes. You play triple Call by the Grave. It was either Call by the Grave or Dark Ruler No More. I figured Dark Ruler No More is because most often your opponent will have monsters on the board. Sometimes you can break it, depending on what's in your hand. But Call by the Grave is more consistent, that way it protects your monsters from hand traps if you're going first. So most often if you have this in Lonefire and another monster, you basically have combo. And if they try to ash it, you could just drop Call by and get rid of that problematic card. So I figured Call by is just very, very powerful as it is. I do play triple instant fusion, self-explanatory. I use this because I do like Mud Dragon. And as soon as I get Mud Dragon on the board, I can change his attribute, make it light, make it dark, make it earth, so that way I can go off for more combos with the Curious and other things of that nature. So I want to see him as much as possible, so that's why I play triple instant fusion. I do play the one Brilliant Fusion, and then one Metalfoes Fusion. I play Metalfoes Fusion because I do need that extra draw here and there, and plus this is another way to get that. And then I play Brilliant Fusion because it's self-explanatory and you need it for your Straphonite plays. Then for the rest of the 1-ups, I do play 1-for-1. Ghost of Topicus helped me banish off Giant Rex. 1 Foolish Burial to help me get what I need in my graveyard. The 1 Monster Reborn just to go for more combos, and then 1 World Legacy Sensation because I need it for the IB combo. So these are all self-explanatory. They all go off of certain ways. I do play a crap load of level 1 monsters in my deck. There's been a couple times where I did Brotaur. I special summon him using 1-for-1. There's been a couple times since I special summon Spore with this guy. So this helps me out getting what level 1, just a free level 1 monster on the board. So these all pulled out their weight. They all played very, very well throughout the time I've been testing out the deck. Then I play the 1 Imperial Order as my last and final card. Imperial Order, self-explanatory. I've been trying to figure out what other trap cards I could play. You guys can let me know down in the comments below what other trap cards besides Imperial Order I could play in the main deck. After I go off with all my combos, just let me know down below. It would be very, very awesome to know. Other than that, that's pretty much the whole main deck. Let's see, what else do I want to go to? Let's go ahead and go for the extra deck, and then I'll go with the side deck afterwards. For the extra deck, it's very different. A lot of changes have happened. A lot of XCs, a lot of Synchros, a lot of links have been switched around, taken out, many things of that nature. So, like I said, this is a Black Dragon Turbo deck, so there's some changes that might be a little confusing, some changes that might not. So let's go ahead and get started. As my only rank 4, I play the 1 Minerva. Minerva, self-explanatory. Minerva just combos off. Shoutouts to Asian Persuasion over and over again. I will always shout out to him. Thank you for being at YCS 200 and signing my card. I am grateful I met you. But Minerva is just self-explanatory. You just need to get as many cards as possible in the graveyard. So I only play the 1 Minerva. Then I play a new spicy tech, and my only other XYZ monster, rank 8, which is number 68. I don't know how to pronounce his name right. Let me see. Aponon the Sky Prison, if I pronounce that right. Number 68 is really different. Those of you that probably don't know, it gains 100 attack for every monster in the graveyard. And then once per turn, I think it's once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card until the end of your opponent's next turn. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, neither player can special summon monsters from the graveyards. You summon number 68, you activate its effect, and then you pass. Your opponent can't do anything, really. It's like Abyss Dweller, but it helps you get rid of Chaos Dragon, Levianeer, as well as Black Dragon if you still have them on the board. It gives you another way to summon it. Plus, it's really good because he's going to be a heavy beater throughout the time if you're going against, like, BA Orchis or another Black Dragon deck. You know, many other decks that have a lot of monsters in the graveyard. This is really, really powerful against them. And also, he's able to get over those beat sticks you can't get around, so that's what I like about him. For the Synchros, plus the reason why I also love number 68 is because he basically says neither of us can special summon from the graveyard. So that's another thing. And in this format, a lot of decks special summon from the graveyard. Well, let's go ahead and get started to the Synchros. For the Synchros, she's self-explanatory. This is actually one of your main combo pieces. As soon as you get a level 4 and you get Global, Spore, Synchron, any of the tuners, you synchro to Ib, and then you link away with Ib just to go up more after you search for World Legacy Sensation. Sometimes I miss that. I keep forgetting that you search World Legacy Sensation with this. I just mess up all the time on that. I do play the one FA Dawn Dragster. FA Dawn Dragster is self-explanatory, and then the one Boiler Savage Dragon. Most often you don't really go into FA Dawn Dragster, but here and there you will. Boiler Savage Dragon is just Boiler Savage Dragon, self-explanatory. For the fusions, you got the one Mud Dragon and then the one Seraph Knight. These are self-explanatory. Seraph Knight just to combo off. For a small little Guardragon engine, I do want to play that one LP. And then one Heretic Seal. These are both self-explanatory. Once you link away with the Ib, it allows you to get more Legacy Guardragon out on the board. Then you link away with that just to get out LP, and you'll have probably like Sayuja up here, and then you just use LP's effect, summon Brotaur. Brotaur, search Chaos Dragon Levianeer, link away with LP and Sayuja, special summon Heretic, and just go off. So like this is one of your main combo pieces you use just to combo off. Then for my little small Nightmare package, I do want the one Nightmare Cerberus, one Nightmare Unicorn. The reason why I don't run Nightmare Phoenix because I'm only wanting the Earth attribute of the Nightmare Cerberus. Nightmare Unicorn is very good against grind games, so that's why I really put him in here. He's really, really powerful in grind game. So that's the reason why I play him. For the Link 3s, or for my other Link 3, I play the one Curious, self-explanatory. This is mainly one of your combo pieces, and mainly one of the important cards in the extra deck. So yeah. For my Link 4s, the one Nightmare Griffin. Nightmare Griffin is self-explanatory. Nightmare Griffin is just... And once you have Imperial Order in the graveyard, you can just go off and set that. And then once you have this on the board, you'll probably have Savage, Heretic Seal, number 68, and then probably FA Dawn Dragster if you get the right cards on the board. So, yeah. Then, for my last Link 4s, I played 2 Sayuja Skull Dreads. Now, the reason why I play 2, like I said beforehand, I don't like playing 2 Sayuja Skull Dreads. I really want to only play 1, but in this deck, you really sometimes fill up your board a little too fast. And once you do, it's kind of hard to get rid of those monsters to link away with for all the other links I play. So I played Sayuja Skull Dread instead, and you get off more combo heavy pieces. Like you can link away with all these. You can link away with Ib if you have that on the board and you can't link away with it. You can link with that. And you just go off with a lot more combos. Plus, it allows you to recycle your hand. So, say if you have 1 card in your hand, you could get at least 2 cards in your hand. So, if you had, like 1 card in your hand and you have Black Dragon on the board and you still have to use this ability. So, you just get a lot of combo here. Like, you get a lot of pieces that you need. A lot of dead cards off the board, as well as a lot of good cards in your hand. So, that way, if your opponent stops you, you still have ways to continue next turn. So that's why I played double Sayuja. Like I said, extra deck, I might tweak the extra deck here and there. I might not. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, it's really combo heavy of this deck. But with the side deck, if your opponent does stop you, you have ways to stop them. For the side deck, it's a different story. You got my token. I always have him. I always love my Lightworker token. I'll always keep him out. It's pretty good too, as well as my Field Center. Smokey Dogwood. Field Center. I love the fact that my friend gave me that, and plus I like the fact that I got a couple more off Dual Devastator. If you guys haven't seen that video, you guys must watch that, the Dual Devastator box opening. Those of you that probably don't know what comes in the box, that can help you know what comes in the box. Also, I had a little special surprise at the end. I will be buying a couple more 2019 Megatens, hoping that you guys probably would love to see that. Let me know that in the comments below. But for the side deck, I play double DD Crow. I didn't think that I needed 3. Double DD Crow is pretty consistent. It helps out with a lot of different things. Those of you that think I should leave a list of my side deck down below, you guys let me know, because for the next couple of videos, I probably won't be able to do that, because I might change the side deck over and over again just to figure out what cards is perfect against certain formats. But let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see the side deck, the list of the side deck down below, so you guys can be able to see if that works out for you all in the near future. But I run double DD Crow because it's good. It's actually really consistent. It's also no dark, so it helps you go off a little bit more combo ways with Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So this also gets rid of those problematic cards you can't deal with, and this card can banish any card, so it doesn't matter what it is. So it's pretty cool with me. I believe it's banish any card. Yeah. I do play a triple Artifact Lancia, even though you banish a lot in this deck. But going against your opponent, you want to drop Artifact Lancia just to stop them with their plays. So this is just self-explanatory as well. I do play triple Nibiru. Nibiru is self-explanatory. It's just in case you go against other mirror matches or other decks that do the same thing as you. Because sometimes it's kind of hard going against those decks. So I play triple Nibiru. I might end up cutting out one Nibiru, because there's been times where I end up drawing 2 Nibirus in one hand, surprisingly. So I might end up cutting out a Nibiru just to maybe run a couple more side deck cards. Just not sure yet, but Nibiru is still pretty good. Triple Twin Twister and double Rev Reboot for macro heavy decks. I'm not a big fan of Rev Reboot, but Rev Reboot is pretty powerful as it is. It basically makes it where your opponent just can't do any trap cards for the rest of the turn. So that's pretty powerful. It's the same thing as Destrudo. I cut on Destrudo because it's paying half your life, and I didn't really like that a lot. So I took it out because of that. I took it down to 1 because of that. And then I do side deck 2 extra deck monsters. Now the reason why I side deck these 2 extra deck monsters is because in certain games, your opponents will stop a lot of your monster effects and everything like that, and you just need another way to out them. So say if number 68 gets stopped, I play a Abyss Dweller. And say if my Imperial Order gets stopped, I play an Interior Beast. An Interior Beast, I do like side decking Interior Beast a lot, because my opponent always thinks that I'm going to end up going into Imperial Order. So once they see that I summon an Interior Beast, they look at me like, dang, what the heck just happened? And then once I confuse my opponent with number 68's effect, and they are reliant that number 68 is going to hit the board, I'll switch out for Abyss Dweller. It just depends on which decks you're going against, because number 68 is pretty powerful against certain decks. Abyss Dweller is very powerful against a lot of decks. Once you hit them in the right moment, you can win the game. So I side deck these because they're just too broken not to main deck, and I couldn't figure out what other extra deck monsters I wanted to take out just to main deck them, so I figured I'd do it this way. But overall, this deck is pretty consistent. There's been times where the deck, you end up drawing bad hands. There's been times where you end up drawing a lot of monsters or a lot of spells or traps. So there's been times where this deck could use a little bit more tweaking here and there. But I hope you guys do enjoy this. I will be trying to buy a couple boxes of certain sets. One of the main sets I want to buy is the Chaos Impact set. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys really want to see a box or 2 open on this channel of that set. I might open 2 boxes. one for 2 Pacific days, or one or both of them on the same day. I'm not sure yet. I'm really excited of doing that. It's gonna cost me a bit, but I'm willing to do it for you guys. I'm also going to be trying to create my Altergeist deck profile for you guys, as well as my Sky Striker deck profile. I hope you guys are really excited for those. And then I will also be uploading a few other deck profiles for you guys. There's been a lot of things that's been going on. I'm working on trying to get a few things situated before I can even get to those videos, but overall, hopefully you guys are really excited for those. And let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this deck. Like I said, I'm sorry for my voice if you guys couldn't hear me at certain points. I am kind of sore on my throat, or I have a sore throat, so it's kind of hard for me to speak as it is, but I figured I'll get to this video as fast as possible for you guys because I know a lot of you guys are really happy or really wanting to see more videos. So, like I said, let me know down in the comments if you guys want those things. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to hear those things or see those videos. And like always, shout outs to those subscribers that gave me those ideas. Like I said, I'm sorry if I butchered your names wrong, but you guys let me know down in the comments below if I said your names right or didn't say your names right. But overall, hope you guys enjoy. Dragon Rockstar is signing out. Peace.